read. I hope you are perfect, whole, complete. Oh my, I did not get enough sleep. I was up until 3 in the morning. It was good though. It was good. I was growing and learning and learning and growing. And I got it. I'm getting better, y'all. I got to get better. And I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Every day in every way. I'm getting better and better. That's an affirmation. I hope you're well. It was raining today, so the center is really muddy, and it's a little it's a little. I think I should be doing something else. There always comes that time when I think, hey, what's up? Hey, let me see who it is. Welcome. Hey, Shanika. Good morning. I'm so glad you're here. I know I didn't go on the WhatsApp. I'm a little sleepy, but I think I'll be needing like to do something else. I'll be thinking I need a break. I gotta remember to take those because I'll start getting, yeah, I don't know, I'll start getting irritable. Yeah, I'll start getting irritable. Hey, Lakeisha, and I'll start, I don't know, like I'll start not liking where I am, and it just means I need to do something else. Spirit told me to take a break today, not to go in. Although I'm glad I did because I had to order the brown fabric for the new bags that I'm making. But I mean, I saw a lot of, it's very, you can see all the concrete and the rubble and the hard surfaces, including like even the cheers. Like this kind of give you the energy, like all the men. And it's kind of, if you're not careful, it will play on you. It will take you away. Okay, okay. It will take you away. Yeah, I'm all right. Let me go see him. We're gonna go for a walk, y'all. It will take me out of. Yes, exactly. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. It will just take you out of. I don't know I don't know your rest period, your divine feminine energy. I don't know what it is, but yesterday I got so irritable. I swear, I think somebody be playing games with me. They'd be like, "Oh, that's not what I said." It's like every time somebody says something, then I'll call them out on it, and then they'll say, "That's not what I said." And I think in there, and it's like gaslighting. Is that kind of like gaslighting too? I think they're gaslighting me. Then they'd be like, "No." But it's only because I got upset. Then the person says, I didn't say that. Then it make me question my own mind. Did I hear? Was I crazy? Did I not get enough sleep? I think it's gaslighting. What they call that? Okay, that was a side note, but that's happening. But sometimes when I'm not well rested, like I will question like, did I blow that out of proportion? Did I say that? Did I not? Get more sleep, child. I don't know why I'm here today with all this mud. The mud is not good. Let me see. We're gonna go the long way. No, it's still muddy. And my shoes is not. My shoes is not really feeling on this mud. My shoes don't like it, and it becomes very slippery. Okay, I'm not gonna throw it like this. Anyway, we're gonna go see the GHL man because he made a mistake. I gave him a certain amount of money, and he gave me 200 back, and I was like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm sure." And he called me and said, "Oh, by mistake." Yeah, I told you that. See, they be making me think I was sleepy. I wasn't sleepy. I was wide awake yesterday. I got a lot of sleep. Let's go over here. I'm walking slow because I don't want to, I want to be careful. Oh my God. I'm going to tell you right now, they all drunk. They can smell it from here. Let's drunk down. Hello, how are you? Oh, he called me. How are you? It's good to see you. I'm great. Thank you. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Hold on, y'all, for a sec. Wait, how do I do that? Oh my God. It really is. It really is. But you can hear, when they start singing, I sound like all the coaches the same, aren't they? Coaches the same. Hold on one sec. I'm waiting for the man. So But yeah, they drunk and that's his rain. Oh my God. But yeah, y'all, it's true about taking breaks. And I feel like the break I should have took was I should have just went somewhere else. I feel like that was the break. Like I should have went somewhere else. I should have I gotta take days where I just do something nice. Even if it's like go to the mall or go to that place called the shop. Even if I don't buy nothing, just switch it up, And it seems like the switch up should be something very girly and feminine. And it's a lot. I get tired of everybody. Get tired of everybody. I get tired of everybody. And I ain't get enough sleep either. But yeah, you be gaslighting me. No, that's not what I said. You do that all the time. Then what's all this trouble for if that's not what you said? Anyway, please excuse me. When I'm tired, I'll go into one subject. It's like I say exactly what comes up in my mind when I'm tired. I'm tired if you tell the truth. But I remember, how are you? I left a message.
How about that shop over there? So sometimes I do go there and control.
No problem.
Yeah, but phone call and...
Yeah.
Yes. Please, you see, I don't have a system here whereby to check. It's a very difficult situation sometimes. Okay, let me take care of him.
Okay, no problem.
Wait.
So, I was watching this Dr. Joe Dispenza, and he was saying you can really let go of a lot of, let's say, hard emotions or things to get rid of, or you can connect to the divine. It's when you're actually really tired. Because when you're really tired, you're lowering your resistance is lower. So that's I know when I'm tired, whatever's in my mind, I talk about it, I answer it, so it could be jumpy. But I do realize that when you're tired, you kind of a lot lower resistance. Then when you're tired, you can't, even somebody want to start a fight, you'd be like, wait, did I just say, I'm too tired, you know what I'm saying? So I do feel like my resistance is a lot lower. So if you want to do some real releasing work, maybe do it right before when you're at your tiredest, and you want to program your consciousness positively. Do it right. I can see why they say do it right before you go to sleep. And I gotta get the sisters dressed. I gotta go get dressed today. So I did come for something. I gotta get the sisters dressed. But so yeah, you were saying.
Yeah. So how do you resolve it? Sometimes, we have what we call islands, in which the zones. Let me show you. You will understand.
Yes.
The world is divided into 8 zones.
8 zones, okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
Yes. So US and Canada fall under zone 6.
Okay.
Europe is zone 5.
Okay.
But Caribbeans and other highlands in Australia, it falls on zone 8.
Yes.
Which is different price. So sometimes, trust me, when I did most of the shipment, 95% of the shipment goes to the US.
Right.
So I didn't look at the address very carefully.
Mm-hmm.
So I just, the moment, if anytime I collect the address, I forward directly to the office there.
Yes.
So yesterday I had a malaria and I was really struggling to get home.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't check my phone.
Right.
It was late hour that I saw a message.
Okay.
In a missed call from DHL to tell me, hey, this one is not US.
Wow.
So it is not 550. This is the amount. So this morning, I didn't know what to say. I said, oh, so as I'm telling, because of that, they didn't process the shipment. The shipment is still at the office.
But when I looked at the address you sent me, it looks like it's saying Pennsylvania. PA usually stands for Pennsylvania. It's not Pennsylvania. So no.
It's not. The service. I don't really.
Yeah. So they're saying it's an island. Now there was one when
Is it an island?
I don't. Let me see. Which address, please? There was one though when I saw the area code for the phone number. I kept thinking that doesn't seem like a U.S. area code. So I could believe it. Because well, let's see, please.
So you can check on Google also and see.
Yeah, see, PA.
Yes.
PA is usually stands for Pennsylvania, but I love it.
Maybe.
But the zip code though threw me off. That 570, I never heard of that. That would make me think.
Yes. And I understand the situation here. I don't blame you for that. So how will, it's kind of difficult for the client to understand.
So it's like seven,
Oh man,
7 more?
I don't want to be.
Because you said it's...
If I had have a system, you know, DHL,
Yes.
the moment they key in the
Yes.
address, they should be able to tell them.
Yeah.
But because I don't have the system to key in, to
Yes.
detect, so but once it doesn't happen like that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when you come to tell me, oh, I don't blame you for that.
Right.
But when you come to tell me, for instance, the boy just came to tell me, I want to ship to Mexico.
Oh,
I know
okay.
it's zone 8.
Right.
Oh, I want to ship to Cuba. I want to ship to Colombia.
Yeah.
I know it's zone 8. But some of the addresses here,
Yeah, but that one gets me too, because the PA, I have to look that up.
Yes.
So it's Bush Hill. You sent it to me.
I sent it to you.
Yeah, let me go look it up.
I've already sent it to you. And DHL told me
Yeah,
it is an island.
it says an island. Maybe PA stands for another, maybe it stands for island
Yeah.
instead of Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
It might
I
be.
got it.
I wonder what that one is.
So this is the
So
situation.
how much more so I can let her know?
This is,
I got. That makes sense. I mean, because I think you said 1,192.
yes. This is huge, I think.
Yeah. And this is the one for the one pair of pants? Is that the one for the pants? I think
It's just 1 kilo. And I'm like, wow,
Right,
it's,
exactly.
it's an island, and you know.
Let me go. Let me go check with the client. I'll come back and I'll
Yeah.
let her know
Yeah.
right away. But I'm
And
going.
some of them doesn't. When you talk, you do understand what I'm trying
Yeah,
to
of course.
say. Some clients, even there are people in this market, when it happens like that, and you try to explain to them, hey.
I hear you.
So when the moment you said it, I said, okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Just
Yes.
let it go.
Yeah. But I'll get it together and I'll let her know.
Yeah,
And we'll-
if she, I don't know. Some of them don't understand.
Right.
Is she your first client?
Yeah, she is. She's my first client. But you know what? If she's on an island, then that's something that maybe I think she might have should have.
Yeah, but
Maybe
I don't have
mention.
no idea. Imagine about this import duty.
Yeah.
I was talking to one lady for more than 3 hours this morning. I just told her, if there's a case, when you come here to ship, I will not ship to you.
Right.
Because she simply doesn't understand about the import duty.
Oh, okay. I got
I'm
it.
like, oh, this is not coming from the Ghana government.
Yes.
This is from your ends there.
Exactly.
She said, oh, you're trying to extra money from me. I'm like, no,
Right.
sister, you're not sending
Oh,
it here.
wow.
You're not sending it here.
Exactly.
So I just called a friend here to tell him that
Yeah.
next time I don't want a problem.
Exactly.
Import duty.
Right.
This is not from Ghana.
No,
government.
it's not from Ghana. I
Yes.
know. They need
but
to know.
a lot of them have no idea
Yeah.
about it, and
Right.
those who are not in business,
Yes.
they don't understand anything out of that.
Yes, that's true.
So I do understand sometimes, but it's not easy.
It's not easy.
it's
No,
not
I'm so
easy.
sorry. I know this
Oh, no,
business.
it's
yeah.
fine. It's
Yeah.
fine.
So let me give her because, like you said, it looks like America, but when I looked at the number yesterday,
Yes.
and I saw the first
I
zip
don't
code,
blame you for that. It happens.
yeah, I said, "Ooh, that number doesn't look like a U.S. zip
Yeah.
code." But
You see what most of the times confuse us?
Yeah.
The +1. You know,
Yes.
at first, when I began the job,
right,
I used to lose a lot because I don't know the difference. When someone could bring a packet,
right,
Barbados, which
Right.
is just +1, and I thought this is US.
right,
After you ship
yeah.
and the bill comes,
Okay,
you realize that, oh, when I called you, they tell me, hey, this is not the US,
Right.
it's Barbados.
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
oh, that's where now I told them to print me out
Yeah.
the zones.
right. That's right. That's good.
Yes.
Yeah,
US and Canada is zone 6.
right,
Europe is 5.
right.
Southern Africa and Eastern Africa is 4. UK stand alone, zone 3.
Okay,
Zone 2 stand for Central Africa.
okay,
And zone 1 for 16 West African countries. Zone 7 Middle East and Asia and,
Okay.
and Arab Gulf.
okay.
And the zone 8 falls for Caribbeans over
Okay.
in most of the islands.
And this is what this fell under, number
Yes.
8,
Yes.
zone 8.
It falls around there.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
He
So
said,
that,
oh, this is an island and it's not in the
yeah, but that's okay because that was a lesson for me too. Because
No,
I
yeah,
assumed that it was
like
the
that.
yeah. I assumed it was the U.S. too. So
So
let me
let's
get back to
speak
her.
with her.
Yeah.
If she understands, fine. She doesn't understand, please, we will resolve the.
You'll make it work. Okay,
Yeah, we
no
just-
problem.
yeah.
Okay, I thank you so much. No
Thank you for
problem.
understanding.
All right, of course. Always. Bye bye. Yes, working, working. Hey, I'm in the same way. When I'm talking about for sure, girl. Hey, baby G. Hey, Diane. Hey, Kalea. Yes, child. Hey, Fiona. Hi, darling. Hey. Hey, sweetie. So, you see, we be learning a lot, don't we? The shipping thing. So it looked like the address said PA, and I know PA, if we're going by America, that's Pennsylvania. But it's true, when I saw the number yesterday, the zip code threw me off. I didn't recognize that zip code, but I thought it was PA. But maybe there's a country in the Caribbean that says PA. I'm going to go find out and talk to the woman, and we're going to figure it out. This is the stuff, and that's okay, because that's life. And I feel like I like how he always explains everything, because for me, it helps me, I don't know, like it helps me, what would I say, like learn. Like even if I don't think I'm the one to learn, I'm learning, and learning is always a good thing. That's what I love about being here. What I love about being here is I love learning. Learning is good for us. So I'm just walking so slow because child, ugh, on my shoes, the mud. And there's no sun today, so it's not drying fast. So I'm gonna get back with her, and then I'm gonna make sure that I gotta tell people that if they're in the Caribbean, please kind of even alert me just in case. Like, oh, I'm in the Caribbean, so then I even know. He can ship anywhere, but of course, it's more if you are further away. So we've learned that today together. We've come to that conclusion. Wagwan. Wagwan. I'm tired. I need to eat. I gotta go get this dress. I do gotta go get this dress too for the sister. I'm gonna call the guy, which means then I gotta go to the bank first. But it's all really good. Yes. Oh, it could be Panama. Maybe it is. Maybe that's exactly what it is. That makes sense too. And I could see how things going to Panama would be even kind of expensive, because Panama, I hear, is kind of expensive. Did you hear that? That's from Panama. I heard it's expensive. It could be. So we lived and we learned. We live and we learn, and that's okay. But Miss Collins, your thing is out already. So I sent yours yesterday. I'm gonna send you the tracking stuff. I got it. But yeah, we talk about being tired on the job. If you want to thank you for all the help with the WhatsApp group and just everything. Thank you so much. I'm gonna take time to look today. Like I said, I could have just stayed home and I could have did my little stuff. And is Lakeisha here? Let me see. Lakeisha is not here. Oh, Lakeisha, you are here. Lakeisha, one of the students in our class for our 90-day class, she is actually doing the course description and the women's pledge and all of that. She's doing it for me because I don't have my laptop, and if I had it, it doesn't work. So I need this young man to send it to me because I'm not gonna go down there. And then I gotta get it fixed here, which is better. I don't think I would have been able to get it fixed in Ahoy. So, but yeah, y'all, I don't know. Well, I'm tired. So, okay, good. Yeah, thank you. You're welcome. So it should be done today. She was working on it yesterday. She told me she would finish it today. So I will have that out. And I want to thank her, Miss Rain. We want to thank you for taking up that job and doing that. So, yeah, but sometimes, yeah, if I'm here too long, y'all, like, I'm human, right? And it's only like maybe day 1, day 2, you can see the same thing. Day 3, day 4, but after like 5 and 6, you start getting moody and you start feeling energy, and then you don't really like it, and then you realize that, I think we could deal with most things when we're not tired, and sometimes you're not tired. No, you're tired, sick of tired, sick of tired, kind of tired. So, yeah. Sometimes I think, people are like, oh, you're so strong, and sometimes I'm like, no, I'm human too now. I'm strong, but I'm human, and I gotta kind of remember that, because yeah, and then I don't know the culture here too. Sometimes people are not very straightforward, so you don't know if they say they didn't say it because they don't want you to feel bad, or if they said something and they don't want to feel they feel ashamed because you got mad at them. So there's a lot of cultural differences that I have to navigate here, you know. Um, so yeah, and then people have personalities, and then there's age differences. So some people might not tell you, or they change it when they see you get upset because, or you're older than them, so they can't say it. It's dynamics, It's the dynamics, and I'm getting used to the dynamics. You know, I love everything I'm doing. I'm so blessed to be able to do it, but I just have to make sure, because we talk about Libra, we're in the Libra season, so we're talking about balance. I just gotta make sure that I have like fun, because I love to say, oh, my work is fun. If you do what you love, what you say, don't work a day in your life. But you know what? If you do what you love, it's your work. It's still your work, and you can love it, but you do need some time where it's almost like I call it reaping the benefits of the work. I guess there's so many terms. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, or Jill a dull girl, whatever. Like, don't you think about that? Like, I have to purposely say, take a day off, but more than take a day off, it's more than take a day off, because I'll be home and that's not quite a day off. Do something fun. I have to actually remind myself, do something fun. Get away from your everyday thing. That is, now I think you'll know what I'm saying. So I got to do something fun. So I have this one friend. I was going to call and be like, listen, you take me out. Like, take me to some spa I don't know about at night. But it has nothing to do with none of this. Nothing to do with work and, just that. So I'm thinking about it. Well, I look forward to Saturday going to the festival. I mean, it's kind of work too, but I know, it's the same thing. We need something else other than that. But it's okay. Just make sure that you are balancing your life. That's what Libra season for. We shouldn't be wasting Libra season. Don't waste Libra season. Like, Libra season is for us to get into balance, to check out where we're not in balance. You can love whatever you do, but you still need to diversify your life. Diversify your life, okay? So, and this place too, it's like, I don't know, I'm questioning a lot. Like, how healthy is it to continually be in the same environment, having to look at the same thing? That's all I'm saying right now. Y'all read between the lines. Like, how healthy is that? Is that healthy? Today I'm not looking at the same thing, but at the same time, I'm tired, so this is all over the place. I know this vlog is crazy, but at the same time, I really don't care. Like, even though I'm sitting here, I could see where I really am. I know, go on me. I can see where I really am. Like, even though I'm sitting here, I'm not really here. And when I remember that, it's kind of a good thing. I mean that in a good thing. So I'm going to give you an example. So when I'm at peace is when I most can project my life and not necessarily see myself. Sometimes, like, when I talk to one of the young people here, it's the conversation is always how hard and the struggle. So he was talking about his childhood, but this is what they don't know want to hear. I had a very similar childhood. Just because I was in America, my mom was on welfare. We didn't have enough to eat. We wore the same clothes every day, and they don't really want to acknowledge that with me. They don't. They want their story to be almost like worse than mine, but what I try to say is, you can't stay there. Those things happen to help you. I think it made me a better person. I think it gave me empathy, compassion, I think it showed me that it didn't have to define me. Like it didn't define me. If anything, if it defined me as, like I said, it gave me strength. I feel like if it wasn't for my Brooklyn early years of growing up in Brooklyn, I wouldn't be able to be up in no country by myself and going up to mountains and staying with people that don't speak my language and I don't speak theirs. I wouldn't be so bold to leave and come to the country and never leave it. Like I wouldn't be so bold to take on, like I'm sitting in the middle of this place with, I'm the only black American that, you know, works here. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes you better. Like I don't think it's better, okay, but because I mean you could have not have the hardship and still be amazing and great, but I just, and I'm not trying to be that person that lowers, but I notice that when I tell my story, they don't give me that props like that. They don't really, not they, but the person, like, because he wants me to empathize with him on that level. I see so much potential, but I feel like your mind is the thing that's really keeping you away from having more. Just because it's always been a way, don't mean it always has to be that way. And this is a person from a 58-year-old woman who did not grow up in a house or had a father and a mother in a home or ate even every day, you know, was saying, like, I mean, so nobody could come to me and be like, but you, but me what? But me what? And because also I see people out here doing the damn thing too. So you can come from the same circumstance, the same situation, two people, but one could see it as an opportunity and another one could see it as a hindrance. And yeah, I don't know, the feeling sorry for myself in that way, I don't even feel sorry for myself about my child. This doesn't even resonate. I think when I was young, I never, it's not like now, we knew we was poor, we wasn't eating, so okay, we had that, but I don't know why, I never saw it as this was my forever. And it's not like, maybe it was the metaphysics help too, but it wasn't like I grew up in a place where you could do anything, you could have anything. My mama did, but not the rest of the people around me, no. It just didn't seem, it just felt like, I don't know, like, I don't know if that's being American in that way, but being black American maybe even, I never saw my beginnings as that was going to be my entire future. I don't know how my brother and sister thought. I don't think they thought that either. I think it inspired me. I think not having made me be like, oh, when I grow up, I did the when I grow up kid. When I grow up, I'm going to have all this. I'm going to have clothes. I'm going to have lots of clothes. Look at my life. I'm going to live in a warm place because New York was cold. I'm gonna have nice boyfriends. Okay, I'm working on that now. I have some good ones. You know, it made me think about this is not gonna be my reality. I mean, as a kid, like I really got that. So yeah, I don't. It's not that I don't like it. It's that I look at sometimes and say, no, because everybody doesn't do it. Matter of fact, I'll be honest. Most people here don't. They too busy making a way. No, I wouldn't say people really sit here and complain. They get it done. You know, they get it done. But you gotta change your mind because, you know, it's not good. It's not good. We all gotta change our mind. Or like if you go through something, I know, see, if I go through something and then they say, oh, you don't need to go through that, just forget about it. But then they tell you a story and you're actually not forgetting about it either. I think, I know this is weird, but I don't feel like maybe as an American I get the same humanity that's given to maybe Ghanaians. Yeah, there's a humanity. I'm not, it's inhuman. I don't know what's the word, but it's almost like I'm stripping my humanity. And because they have an idea that all Americans are living in a certain way, I mean, because yeah, okay, yeah, I'm buying blueberries that's 100 CDs, so I can understand. I'm just saying, like, I can understand, but they don't understand. Not every Black American even here is going to buy the blueberries with 100 CDs. Like, I don't feel human sometimes, and I don't feel like an individual because how they speak is, oh, that's the con, or that's the guy people, or that's the LA. Do you get it? They put you in your category, and you are that person. You behave that way, you know. But I don't come from that. I mean, I don't come from that. But so it's, I guess that's why they put me as an American. But I'm not every American. Every American is not me. Like, so I don't. I feel like sometimes I feel stripped of my individuality here as a human being. And I can speak now from a human being point of view because everybody black, so it's not like as a black person, we're black, so but as a human being, these are the subtle like things, the nuances that you don't often hear on YouTube. It's the nuances of being a foreigner in another country. You assume you've never had problems, you've never struggled, you don't understand. They say it all the time. You assume that your life was amazing and great, you were so rich. And you can even say no and share in their stories, and they just look at you like you're lying almost. Like, why would you lie about it? But I'm not saying that's what they're thinking, but they don't want to give you that humanity and that individuality. And not all of them, but it's almost like they feel better about whatever they have not achieved if you're there. Like I told you, I remember saying to a person, because somebody was saying to me, oh, you forced. They say you forced when they say, when you accomplish a lot. When you accomplish a lot, they'll say, oh, you forced. Right? It's a compliment. It's a good thing. Oh, you forced. And I said, oh, yeah, I guess I did. She was like, wait, you got 4 plots of land, you got 3 apartments, and da-da-da, you got your own business? Oh, you forced. I'm proud of you. You forced. And I remember I was saying to this young person, I was like, yeah, I guess that is something to be proud of, because that's how I'm taking it. And he was like, no, it's not. You're American, so it's not a big deal. Ooh. It's not a big deal. You're American, so it's not a big deal. It's not really nothing. It's not. Yes, it is. It is. So yeah, your accomplishments are even downplayed. It can be really hard to feel good about yourself here in some ways. Because everything is because you're American. No, I saved. I took a susu can. Their culture. I took a susu can. It's a box. I made a cardboard. I got one that I get from Malcolm that's actually made of tin. And you just keep putting money in there and saving it. That's how every land I own, I bought. I waited. They told me the price and I went home. And everything that wasn't food, I put in any money that wasn't spent on food, I literally put in the can. And being in Hawaii was easier because there was not all these cute, fancy things that I can buy. But you don't even get acknowledged that, wow, that's discipline. That's perseverance. That's resilience. You don't even get that. You don't even get that. And then they'll do role play. Like you go in the store and I remember I was with another young man and I was in the store and he was saying, won't you get the expensive bag? I don't have the money. I don't care how many times I said it. He kept saying, come on, just get this one. I don't have that to give. Why are you not buying this today? Oh, I don't have the money. So why are you not buying? Because I told you, you don't get to not have the money on a day. You don't get to, it's like you're not human. It's very, I don't like it. It's very dehumanizing. That was the word that I was looking for before. Oh, they're from America, so buttons. No, so what? Anyway, it's the story, and thank you for listening. Yeah, yes. But sometimes it's hard to remember, especially with working a job and running a business. Oh my God, yeah, girl, you do both. There are people in my family like that. Yes, baby G. I so understand that. Thank you. I was the same way. I envisioned the house I have now. I always knew I was living in the projects. Exactly. That's exactly where I was living at that time, too. But, we have to be careful being around people like that. And yeah, it's energy draining. Yes, it is, baby G. It really is. Yes, it is. I did the same. The house of careers like creative visualization. Exactly. I think you feel that on a greater scale because you are a minority American, exactly, for sure. The only way they would understand it is if they did their research on what black people went through in the U.S. historically. I agree with you on that. They seem to be uneducated on black history, very much so. That's very much. If you feel like you are seen as a person with a purse, yeah, I'm gonna go back to that because it's weird how they can't fathom that they are rich and poor people. It's just weird to me too, but it must be really ingrained, you know. Must be really ingrained. Um, and I guess I can get through that. Do I feel like not anymore? When I first got here, I felt like a purse instead of a human. Horrible feeling. But I absolutely don't feel like that. Somebody said that once they get used to it, they don't. So, I mean, especially Accra. No, both. I was protected in the hallway, so they wasn't really asking me, but for the first time, he would say, why you not getting that? Oh, I don't have it today. Even though I'm saying that I wasn't getting the same thing I was getting for myself, because I explained, because every day you don't have it. I remember when I said, hey, I gotta wait for some money, you know, I'm not rich. He was like, oh, madame, you are rich. Like, he was like, why? But I can't. So when are you gonna be able to do it? I don't know, because I don't know when I'm gonna get the money to do it. They come to me like I'm lying. So I didn't like that, but I understood the ignorance of that. But overall, I was protected, so I didn't get that. And here, nobody does that. A lot of other people got their own money too. I'm saying it could have happened, but let me tell you how it could happen. When I lived in places which I don't think I've ever did here, I would watch where I live or rent. I don't want to say this for you, because there's certain, if you rent in certain places and you're the biggest fish in the pond, say you're the richest one in the neighborhood or the building or the compound, they're gonna expect it. But when you with other working people, and I've always lived, because the people that would find me places, they knew before me knowing, because they're the names to put me in these communities. If everybody got money, ain't nobody bother you. Everybody bother you. And that was Elijah. Everybody was hardworking people. Beautiful, nice cars, all of that. When I lived in Tete, everybody was a Forster, so they got money coming out there. A-S-S-S-S-S-S. So I didn't have that problem. Here, I'm in a suit. I don't have that problem either. I don't even get nobody begging me for money where I live. So, but when I first got here, yeah, I was getting charged for more. And so I'm getting cheated. But I know that, no, there's only one person. Maybe that's cheating me. And the way you know, they know you. If they know that you've been around for a while, which everybody knows that I've been around for a while, you really, the Ghanaians are not lying when they say, live here, stay longer, nobody will do that. They know you know, too. They know you know the prices, everything. So I don't. I mean, honestly, it's not the purse thing, even though I know it's that they assume because they think the way I was raised, which I was not, that I can't share in human stories with them. Because I don't get that grace. And I wish yeah. Well, Shopify remedy the shipping dilemmas you are experiencing because the customer is entering their own address and paying the shipping fee upfront based on the address they selected. Yeah, Shopify will help with that for sure. And the post office is actually accepting packages again too. So that one, once the post office would have entered it and you right there standing, the post office is not going to give you a receipt before you leave. So they will let you know what you're paying. But a lot of times, even here, let's say I get something and I have to go to the post. I still have to go to the post office to see how much it weighs so I can tell the customer. But but you're right. I'm just a little sleepy. So once I put it in a Shopify, yes, it remedies that because you did all what box this is going to take. Once the person put their, like you said, address in, then that also will be okay as well. Yeah, it's only the first time that ever happened, so it's okay, but it will remedy that. Shopify will remedy that for sure. Any website would. Yeah, any website would. I hope, now that I think about it, but yeah. I think too, you gotta program the website to not just say everything you said is going USA or Canada. But I think once you do it from that point, then it changes. So I think so. Package forwarding services allows customers to get a U.S. address and is actually affordable. Oh, that's wonderful. I'll let my people know. But yeah, Tori. So I'm pretty sure that it will remedy that. And thank you for the information. I know it will if I do it correctly. So yeah, it'll definitely help. But yeah, you live and learn. Because it's good to know you got even for a website that is going to know that that zip code is not a U.S. zip code. I'm sure it will know. Just like DHL knew, right? DHL knew because he forwards it. He's DHL, but it's still like a sub kind of thing. So then he sends it to the original office, and I guess they placed it in, and they knew. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, they know, they'll know. So yeah, it's all good. It's really all good. It's really all good. But thank you for asking. So yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. And just like I still feel like I'm still understanding, talk about understanding the shit, but I'm trying to understand the culture. Trying to understand the culture. Sometimes I feel like there's things I should already know, and then I don't be so hard on myself. I be like I said, there's nuances, so you don't really, you gotta really be caring and open, and you gotta slow down a lot here, in general, just in business, in pleasure. You think you're understanding each other, but you're not. And like I said, it's that age thing, so they're not always going to be, we call it not being honest, but it's not that they're being dishonest. You don't agree, so they have to yield, or it's very interesting. It's very interesting. I'm going to learn it, though. I'm going to learn it. I'm going to get it down. What your experience is 100% valid. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's very interesting thing. So you just, you know, and then you're around, and then you go, listen, people, oh, hang out with people, and you hang out with people that really got it going on. Like I said, don't sleep. These names be richer than you. So I don't really even be about, like I said, you're definitely not in the rich category, but not at all. But yeah, it's okay. I think people just really want to, I mean, me too, all of us. I think people just want to tell their story and be heard. And they want you to give them that something. But let me tell you, I'm way older, so I notice when I don't give that and I say I'm here, but you know what? It makes us stronger, and I give examples. I do notice the next day the person shows up and starts giving an effort. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was explaining that. I think people think that, oh my God, you're rich, you automatically don't have problems and your life is absolutely great. How many rich people take their, how many rich people are on drugs and alcohol? Like, wouldn't it be nice? I mean, I guess maybe their money would just solve everything. It does not. I think that's the deeper part I'm trying to get into too. It really doesn't. We gotta, I think if we could find that indomitable spirit, if we could find our worth in other than how much we would make more, we would have more, we have to love and believe in the God within ourselves. And and stop telling ourselves the same story. I'm telling myself, I know that's telling the same story. I am a telling the same story person. I've told myself the same story. I know. So I just want to be better, y'all. Can we go to the bottom line? I just want to be better. I just want to be better. I just want to understand. I want to see other people's point of view, but I also want to play my role. Elder told me, like, I do have a role. I'm not going to go to the place where you're going because I'm older than you. I can't, I got to use my culture to give you another way of looking at that thing you're looking at so you don't stay there. I think people come to you in their truth, but they do, I think deep down inside, they want the other way of looking at things, you know. But I gotta also too, when I'm around young people, like sometimes I get mad at them, like I want to beat their asses. No, sometimes I get mad at them like they're not kids. Sometimes I get mad, like I'll be real mad, like, and they said and they did, and then I'll be like, they 12 years old, child. Like, I mean, compared to me, they 12 years old, you know. And so I want to do better at that. That, or am I even having this conversation? Okay, I'll give you another example, which I think is something unique. And some of us grew up this way too. You know, you ever grew up in a community where children are seen but not heard? I didn't grow up in a house like that. My mother had company. We were allowed to stay in the living room with the same company, playing on the floor, whatever we were doing. It was perfectly fine. It was never going the other room. It was not. My mother didn't have friends that she had to go in the other room for. So, but I understand that in some households you had to go in the other room. Here, the conversations that I have with the young people, they I'm supposed to be telling them what to do, and they just listen, and that's the extent. It's not this freedom, right, where they can really like talk to me almost like I'm a peer. They couldn't talk to anybody else that way. But they would say, oh, look at Americans, you can talk to them like that. Not all Americans. That's that point. Not all, I had a friend where we called my mom, her name's Marie, we called her Ree. You know, my mom was down with us, like we can cook the job we don't like or whatever, right? That wasn't normal. Most of my friends, their mothers were from the South, the deep South, first generation New Yorkers. There was rules and regulations, darling. There was a culture. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you were seen and not heard. So it's the assumptions of what American culture is, which is not true. Like, I grew up in a way different. I don't have one other person that I knew when I was young that grew up in the way that I grew up. So sometimes when they meet me, they do feel very comfortable. I don't always come in there like, I'm the dictator, I'm the elder, I know everything. I really be getting down with them, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I just want to feel people like, you're a human being to me. And it's okay that they might not see me as a human in all ways, because in some ways I'm not the usual, and I probably should not be seen as the usual. I have a very unique position, and I also have a very unique opportunity to be able to be the auntie in a different kind of way, and just be okay with being that, because there's nothing else I could be anyway. The way I was specifically raised is not the norm, even in that time period that I was raised that way. And I have to continue to bring that. But sometimes, like, I want to be better. Like, you know, it's like, I'm getting something like dating a younger guy and then getting mad when they don't act like a man. They're not a man, they're a boy. Or getting mad when you're putting people, or everybody, you're putting, let's say, an employee, you're trying to put them in a position that they can never be in. But you believe that they could be in it. Sometimes I see more, I don't see the person standing in front of me. I know some say you see the potential, but I'm talking about even in my students. You know, I had lots of students. I never stop there and where they are. I don't know why my mind don't see that. My mind literally, it's like my eyes see the person that they are, the God person that they are. And then you know what happens? The people don't, life, they don't necessarily live up to my version. And then I get mad. It's not that I'm mad at them. I never saw them not living up to the version. I don't know, I mean, getting that point across, like, I don't see, it's not potential. I've passed the potential. You're not that. You're not a king. How did I, you look like a king to me. You feel like a king? I don't see it. And then when they don't be a king, they be a boy, or they don't be a man, they be a boy. And everybody else looks at me like, well, you know he's young. I'll be like, oh, is he? I've been like, I thought he stepped up to the... Anyway, are we going somewhere together? Are you feeling me on this? Let's see. Bonjour. Comment ça va? I love it. Thank you, Tori. Uh, a package for you. Okay, and thank you for that. Hope you get a good night's rest tonight. I will for sure. Thank you, baby G. Tori says, because you don't look like what you've been through. You look and carry yourself like money. You're so regal. Oh, I thank you for that. I just, that's a good point. I mean, like I said, and thank you for always bringing me back to earth, y'all, because, okay, it's true, girl. It's true. I'm not even gonna lie. I do not leave my house if it ain't together. If it ain't, and I have to remember that. That's not normal even out where I live. It's not every day yeah, it's the special occasions. And this is like a normal, what is this, Wednesday? Yeah. So I thank you for that. And that's why you're here. What your experience in terms of balance. Thank you. Are you not resting well because things are heavy on your mind? Yes. Just, it wasn't yesterday I wasn't resting well because I was presented with something and it just, I couldn't, I wanted somebody to take accountability. Somebody wanted to say sorry to me, but I didn't, all my anger, I got angry. I thought, how dare them? Because I asked, somebody want to say sorry to you. Well, what are they sorry about? It got all into the sorry and was they going to take accountability? And then I felt like I got angry and I replayed all the things that transpired. And so then I had to call people. I had to call my elder, and I had to call my other sister, and then my sister, because I had to process. It was almost like I waited for a long time to get that closure and to hear those words, I'm sorry. But the way the sorry seemed like it was about to come, it didn't feel like it was almost like, it was like, is the sorry you're saying sorry because you want to feel better? Do you really care about me feeling better? So I'm still navigating through that on a spiritual level. Like, does it matter how they say sorry? Am I going too far? And it let me know how much hurt is still inside of me. But I waited for the sorry. I did, and I think once it was coming, I was like, wait. Because if the sorry really comes, then it's really over. It's really move on time. So I had to really, I'm still, I don't trust the sorry. What's the ulterior motive? How much more can I give? I've given so much. Do you want more? So it's that I thought the sorry was going to come, and I was going to be like, yes, I want to let them come and say, I will take the sorry. It was like, hey, sorry for what? I need them to name what they did. What y'all think? More money, more pride. That's what they say. Hetati says, bonjour. Fiona Light said, there were many times when I felt exhausted by living and working in Tanzania. Wow. It wasn't a physical tie. It was the extra effort kind of tie. You got it. Oh, someone that can relate. Like the Africans would say, you're so strong, Mama Africa, you're so strong. And you'd be like, yeah, I now know why they say it. So, yeah, Fiona, exactly. Savatanti. Okay, yes, like Sava or Sava bien, Savatanti. Okay, I don't know that, but thank you. It was 50-50 for me. If other kids were there, I had to go with the kids. Otherwise, I could stay with the adults unless they were doing grown-up activities. Understood. Oh my gosh, Anike. Same too, Kalei. Okay. Tori says, it's wonderful and rare blessing that you weren't raised in the same way. Mine says other people that grew up with you in the same neighborhood, in the same economic condition as a child, and that shows. Oh, Tori, thank you. Many people that grew up in poverty, whatever that looks like in their part of the world, carry poverty mentality forever. You don't, and people with poverty mentality recognize that you don't have a poverty. Thank you, Tori. I agree. I appreciate it too. Thank you. Baby G said, I have come to realize that those who hurt us won't always provide the closure we feel we need or deserve. Yeah, I agree, Baby G. We have to find a healthy way to provide closure in the absence of it coming from them. It's true. Not forgetting what they've done, but letting go of longing of them to hold them fully accountable. I'm so helpful. And that's why I had to go into prayer because the person said somebody wants to apologize, and I told him I had to go pray because I knew I wasn't ready to actually receive it. I knew that, and I was like, I got to talk to my elders, I got to talk to my ancestors, I got to. But I think the part of me was, sometimes like the poverty consciousness, you got to make sure that your hurt doesn't become your shield or your badge. Because I know for me, I do believe that if the sorry came with true, I don't know, is that true? With true humility, it would be over. And we all would just move on. And maybe there's some part of me, I don't know, maybe there's some part of me that doesn't really know how to handle that too. It's very complicated. Maybe it's not. I really don't know. But I do agree with you that you can't. I mean, maybe it's too petty to be like, sorry for what? What you sorry for? I want to hear exactly what you're sorry for, and then I'll help you. Oh, you sorry for that? Oh, you sorry for when you? Oh, you sorry for when you? And then when I start naming it for myself, I didn't have the encounter at all. I was all in my head, but I realized that I wasn't ready to even accept. I wasn't ready to get sorry. I could feel people though, and I could feel energy, and I know that, I'm very powerful, and I probably got a way that even though I'm not saying anything to a person, they could feel my hurt, which really probably comes across as anger, even though there's no words being exchanged, spoken, not even looks. When you like family members, or how you say your brother, they act away and they try to act like ain't nothing wrong. Be like, which one? They like, I know you, right? Or your home, I know you, something wrong. She'll be like, oh, nothing wrong. Be like, girl, who you talking? I know you. A connection is a connection is a connection, and when somebody is probably sorry. For real, but I don't know. I didn't know. I don't. I still don't know. But there's a part of me that kind of knows. But I think if I heard sorry, and maybe I'm afraid if it was really sincere, I think I would cry like a baby. I think I would get in a fetal position and I would cry like a baby. I feel like the hurt that I've been through, it is tremendous. I feel like I would curl up and cry like a baby. And I probably need it. That's probably what I need to do. But I won't cry like a baby. Those words will open. It's like a key. Those words would like open something in me that needs to be open and need to cry like a baby. And I think that a lot of times we think that other people don't really care. But your presence can make people care. Because you have to see every day that I did this thing to this person. And she didn't deserve it, or he didn't deserve it, or they didn't deserve it. I think when you're a healer, you heal even when you're not trying. So I thought I was ready for the sorry, but I had stipulations with that. So I was up for a while. I'm still processing. I'll show you can see. Yes, I get that when you want to know why they are sorry, because you want to know they understood what they did in situation. Exactly, Kalea. Some people are not able to hold themselves accountable no matter what harm they inflicted onto us due to their own ego and suffering. You're right. You're so right. I love y'all. Thank you. That's true, baby. Too. Yeah, for sure. Right, Kalea? People say I love you and sorry and don't always mean it, unfortunately. I don't know, and that's what I was afraid of. That's what I was afraid of. But I think what I was surprised that I didn't know that the thought of it, that it's almost at my door, and I was like, wait. Wait. Is this real sorry? Is it what? And because I know that people say, you have to give yourself your own closure. But I know if we be real with ourselves, we want it from the other person. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's healthy. I'm saying it's raw. I'm saying that I think something about a genuine sorry from the person that hurt you. You've seen people even in courts, and the person, whatever the plaintiff, I don't know, says sorry to the family, and the family, the cry is like, it's like, I don't know. I want to say it's not. It's more than ancestry. It's something about it's fetal. It's very fetal. Because I feel like for me, if somebody said to me, that person that your brother or your sister or somebody you close to you would do or hurt you in a horrible way, I'd be like, that person would never do that. Yes. I never saw it. I never saw it coming. I mean, it's not that I never saw it on the level that it came. I never saw it coming. Or I couldn't imagine it. So I couldn't see it coming because I couldn't fathom that. So, and I think that when you don't, I think when we all, I want to do better at it too. I think I do better. I don't like to have too much strife. So if we could immediately say sorry, because there's a time for everything. Somebody read that to me from the Bible, that there's a time for everything. And I did that, which means that sometimes the sorry comes too little too late. Sometimes it doesn't. So I know people haven't, some people, like you write, families, culture don't learn. I don't mean culture like the same people in the same culture or tribe. I'm talking about the culture of individual homes. You might have had a house where, okay, let me say Ghana culture got a whole word for, they got their word for sorry, and they got a thing that goes with it. So when you're sorry here, the same thing as you, it's almost I beg, and they say it is beg. So you say, I beg. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, mede kuku baba. I'm sorry. The other word is pacho. Me wo pacho. I'm so. Or they'll even get on their knee. Oh, pacho. Pacho. I'm so sorry. So they have a culture of sorry and I beg. So not to hear it, it's more, it makes you question your whole, why can't you get that? But then you have to understand, because the person who has to say the sorry almost feel like they're going to die because they have to relive every single thing that they did. And some people don't think they're going to survive. So the person that's receiving the sorry will feel like they're going to curl up in that fetal position. And the person that is giving the sorry may feel like that as well. It's a thing, y'all. Yes. Yes, that's right, baby G. Sorry is shown through actions, not words. I feel that too. My brother told me sometimes you have to have the closure within yourself without the person expressing what you feel is needed for the closure. I had to do that. It's true. Sorry plus correction or making it right is truly apologetic, and then permanently breaking the toxic behavior pattern. Coming out, girl, you said it. But then I remember when I was taking Native American studies, and they talked about the thing that some particular Native American nations have, and it was called restitution. So let's say that John killed Jim. Instead of John going to stand behind bars for the rest of his natural born life, John now has to be the, when you killed Jim, you took their son. Maybe you took a husband. Maybe you took a father. So now John has to go to the family and live in their family and become Jim because he took Jim. So restitution was you now have to serve all the people that lost that. You have to give them what they would have lost. You have to become that. So I think I just feel connected to that because I do feel like that is a way of saying, I'm not just saying I'm sorry, I am actually So I feel you on that. Requiring more of them just strengthens the connection and resilience on them and their validation that they don't need to understand the implications you do. The relationship is done. Let it be done. Yeah, it's true. They can't and won't ever give you what you need, so the relationship is severed, and that includes the closure. It's true. But baby G, breaking the behavior is only relevant if the relationship is to continue. There is no future behavior patterns. Right. And I would agree with that last part that once they say sorry, the rest is none of our business, right? I mean, I hear what you're saying. It doesn't. It would work if they have to. If it was they're continuing a relationship or, it's a family relationship, especially. I mean, they're like, dude, we got to see each other on Thanksgiving. You can't keep coming over here acting a fool because you got drunk, right? Like, we need to see a change, right? But I think that maybe Baby G is looking at it and maybe more from a spiritual perspective. It would even be nice if you never did that again. In other words, learning from the sorry. But I mean, this is great conversation. I think we have it. Yes, I agree with you, Kalea. I love your restitution example. Yes, that person doesn't need to be anywhere near you regarding John and Jim. Oh, but the natives believe that. They don't believe that shouldn't be behind bars is really helping the person. The person giving up the life they gave helps them more. I thought it was dope to me too. I thought it was more that they saw it as the person who's alive is really the one who dies in some way too. He dies as well as the one you took. So let him feel it. Because if we can save him from never doing it again, we've saved the generations ahead of him that he could have touched from doing it. See, they look at, and I love that. I think we did too. I think Africans did, and maybe still do. When one person in the community commits a crime, I'm just going to call it a crime, it's looked bad upon everybody in the community. But if we correct that one person, if that one person corrects themselves, it also shows the ones coming up that they may not want to do that because look at the example of when you take somebody's life. And I think taking a life is metaphoric. Because sometimes you take a life by destroying somebody and they can't go on. So I think that's why when people want to hear that sorry, I agree. I'm saying if you're going from just a almost clinical, well, that's not it, and just the one said it and that's enough. My heart is still healing, so my heart is not really as clinical as it is. It's better to just to take it. So I'm still even debating: is it if a sorry without real intention, is that really a sorry? I'm still even debating. But I think when you get hurt, I feel like you want to feel, but when you felt before, you got hurt. When you gave so many chances on the sorries, I don't know. I think about that monologue on The Color Purple. One thing I don't need is any more apologies. So I got some in my closet. I can't even get to the clothes in my closet for all the sorries. It's that you want sorry to mean something, but I know it's complicated. I don't think there's one answer. I think we're just working through it. Yeah, spiritual perspective. Yes, their healing journey is not at all a part of yours. No, I think their healing journey. I think we're all a part of each other's healing journey. I think we came to each other's life. That was a part. Do you mean that it's forever part? No, nothing's forever. But that was a part of the healing journey. I think it was. I think that if we had societies that would hold us accountable, like the Native American cultures maybe even used to do, I think that's why. I think that's a very Eurocentric concept. I think me and Baby G, we going out of the cut and dry. And Africa didn't always do cut and dry either. There's protocols to apologizing. There's protocols to even speaking to people and elders at a certain time. There's protocols to what you do when you hurt somebody. So we're going from we can call it spiritual, but there are cultural protocols. I have to say, like, Ghanaians don't like strife. They want everybody, as they say, to be okay. They do their best to make sure, because they understand that that will hold hostility, and it kills you slowly inside. I think American culture is, just take it, forget them, don't worry about it, who cares? It's like, no, no, it should be, it is actually some protocol according to where you are, if people adhere to it still. You know what I'm saying? So I think we got to take it a little bit higher there. So a little controversial, but we are not obligated to accept a person's sorry. But I agree with that too. Exactly. People will say sorry like it's a yeah. I can stand for $1, honey. We're not. I mean, some people really want to say sorry to get the shit off of them. They want to go on with their life. They want to be happy with their, because they realizing that they might see things happening in their life like, I'm not really prospering. Me and my new one is having problems. So some people will just say the sorry to free themselves and not really care if it was for you. So yeah, another avoidant behavior. Yeah. Thank you. So I'm with that too. I think that's what you feel. You be like, keep your sorry, like, But then you gotta sit with yourself, because it could be sincere. It could be, when I see you, I hurt. When I see you, I see you're hurt. I don't want to fight anymore. Maybe they've grown. Maybe they had a dark night of the soul. Maybe they really do want to move on. Maybe they want something better. Maybe somebody talk to them. I mean, it's endless possibilities, isn't it? But yeah, I love the conversation. So we be having some real deep conversations over here, don't we? But I love y'all. I love y'all very much. I gotta go get this dress. I gotta see if the young man is in today. And I'm still talking to God, talking to the elders, talking to the ancestors, and talking to myself. Thank you for the love. I appreciate all the opinions. The hard, the soft, the in between, the high spiritual, and the keeping it grounded. I appreciate it all. I do. I mean, I don't have the answers. Y'all can see that. I don't have the answers. 14 people, 13 thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Feelings are amazing, and I just want to do better. I started off with that, and I just want to do better. Sometimes you do, maybe it's better to somebody say, I want to come say sorry. It's okay, like you said, baby G, to say, hey, wait, give me some time. Give me some time, because I might not receive it in the right way. I learned that. I learned that yesterday, that it's okay to say, let me go pray on it. Let me go meditate on it. Because sometimes you're hurt, you're pain, to look the person in the eye, it's just, you need a moment. You need a moment. You need a moment. Sometimes I say to myself, like, when you go through something, it may not show up in your face, but it shows up in your eyes. And I feel like my eyes will never be the same. My eyes will always have that little bit of weariness. I've been through something. I learned. It's old eyes. I feel like I gained my old eyes. And maybe that's what that's about too. So now when a young person comes, they'll look in my eyes and know she's been through something. She might have the answers. But I've earned my old eyes from that one right there. That one right there. That pain. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. God help me. And help us all. I'll see you on the next one. Love y'all. Peace and blessings.